Hi, everybody, and welcome back to In Sickness and in Shelf. We love to talk about romance books, and we're also married, so that's our angle. I'm Alani,
I'm Armand.
and this time we want to discuss with you guys and with each other the Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. Full disclosure, we full disclosure, we did not read the first book. Like it's an interconnected series. We didn't read the first book. We started with the second one just because personally I was more enticed by the cover and the story. So, babe, first thoughts in one word. Thoughts in one word.
Addiction. And I will explain further in the episode.
Give us a synopsis of the story, like one sentence.
A one sentence synopsis. Hunk hockey player hires hot younger au pair.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. So for this one, this is your first Tessa Bailey, right?
I think so.
Okay, so this is like my sixth Tessa Bailey. So like going in, I knew what to expect. Spice wise and like story wise. So I want to say like I wasn't disappointed.
No.
But there are some spots we need to touch on. Mm-hmm. And one, I think we really need to talk about the relationship he had with his daughter, which is an interesting thing to talk about for a romance book, but it's important.
Yeah. 12-year-old little Lissa. Or Lissa.
Lissa. Not 12-year-old little Lissa.
12-year-old little Lissa. Sir Savage was not the father you deserved.
I just like, the thing is, I love a single dad romance.
Uh-huh.
I love it, like that parental thing. Like even like when you became a dad, I was like, okay, like maybe he can get it, you know, again. But I think we kind of veer off to like not getting it when the single dad in question like doesn't love his daughter.
Yeah.
There were multiple points in the book where he was like, I've never loved anything. I have no reason to live. Mm-hmm. What else?
If I can't be with my hot au pair Tallulah, I want to die. There's a scene where he's in the hospital for a week and he only calls his daughter one time. He doesn't even see her in person. He talks to her for like 30 seconds, calls his au pair, his girlfriend, dozens, hundreds of times. Speaks to his daughter one time, doesn't even see her in person. It's crazy.
And I think like I feel like what the author was trying to do is like obviously like show how important Tallulah, that's a FMC female main character, was.
Yeah.
But the amount of time he does it at like the discreditation, I don't know if that's a word, of his daughter is actually like quite scary.
Yeah.
I actually think CPS does need to be called because what did you say earlier that he's treating her?
I said he's treating her like the family pet.
Like he treats her like the dog. Like that's how, like that's his relationship with this child. Is that she is the dog.
Like she's forgettable. Like she's not. Like she's the family pet. She's not like an integral part
of his life.
Never
has been. Never was.
Like if little Lissa died,
it's not Lissa.
He could go on.
If
Tallulah died, it's over. It's also Sir Savage, I referenced earlier. MMC, male main character, also goes by Burgess,
which is interesting. It's interesting.
The captain of the Boston Bears, hockey team,
maybe.
Okay. What do we think of Burgess as a character, hotness wise, development wise, blah 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 blah?
I thought he was like the average, like silent, like listen, with hockey players, you have two types. You have, I'm super cocky, I can get all the girls, I'm funny goofball. And then you have like the suffer in silence, like I'm super serious kind of type. And because he was captain, like that's the type that he fell into. Mm-hmm. I thought it was odd. Like I thought he was written like very well. This is the thing. I loved how down bad he was for Tallulah.
Same.
But then it was like,
but like what?
It was like every time I was like, "What about your daughter?" But I thought he was good.
Yeah.
What do you think about Tallulah?
Tallulah, she was written to be spicy. She was hot. It was nice that she was into marine biology. I thought that was cool because I'm a nerd.
See, I feel like she could have been a marine biologist. She could have been a teacher. She could have been a rock climber. It wouldn't have mattered like the way that it connected to the story. Like, it was like not the
I
only
mean, yeah,
reason it
was
mattered.
interchangeable for sure.
Yeah, like the only reason it mattered that she was a marine biologist is because he took her to the aquarium. Like,
Yeah,
that's whereas hockey was like an integral part of like his story and the story, whereas like she could have been anything.
that's kind of fair. Yeah, yeah.
And I hate when romance authors do that.
Something else I really like
Mm-hmm.
that Tessa Bailey did,
Mm-hmm.
Tallulah's inner conflict.
Yes, yes. What did you like about it?
I don't know if I like this. Fucking crazy though. Um, she was like scared of men in the beginning, like had obviously some trauma. Um, wasn't like, oh, her dad was like messed up or abusive boyfriend or something.
Oh,
Stalker?
not just stalker. I've seen that in romance novels. What I haven't seen is stalker who kidnaps you and locks you in the closet for 2 days, and the only way you get out is by prying up a floorboard and hitting him with it and running away.
That was so fucking crazy.
Like, I was traumatized for her, and I was like,
no, yeah.
girl, like, are you okay? And like, one of the big conflicts that she has throughout the novel is that, like, I guess she promised her family that she would get over it and not let it like destroy her life.
Like,
but then she did. Like, she ran away to different research places.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I mean, I mean, you were kidnapped. Like, I think they'd be like, you know, like, I get it. You might need some time away to heal.
No, like, girl, like, you were a victim?
You were a victim! Another thing I really liked is how she had Burgess approach the situation with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, he, despite being the strong, burly, silent type, he was really patient. He gave her a lot of space.
Yeah.
There wasn't, like, that awkward learning curve that, like, a lot of MMCs have.
Yeah, like, it was like, she was like, I'm afraid of men. I'm not going to tell you why. And immediately he, like, respected that. Like, he wasn't like, not all men, or I'm not like that. He was like, oh, like, let me do what I can to make her comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And I think that also goes, like, that plays into the fact that he's, like, 37, she's 26.
Yes, yes. I forgot about the age gap. Yeah.
Yeah, mean daddy.
Yeah, okay, stop.
Wink, wink.
If you read the book, you know what that is. No, you're completely right. Like, he was very mature. I did forget to mention that he was very, very mature.
Yeah,
and that definitely played into a way. And
you don't even see that level of maturity in like 500 old, like weird elf fairies.
no, not you coming for a reason.
I mean, like, let's be for real.
Besides that, what did you think about like the relationship after that and their, you know, sexual relationship?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to my initial one-word comment on the book, addiction.
Okay, expand.
Sexual
expand.
Addiction.
Take me there.
Psychological addiction. They need to both, mainly Sir Savage, aka Burgess, aka MMC, needs to be professionally evaluated.
Okay, so the thing with Herman is that he doesn't understand that with romance books, he loves romance books, but with romance books, you have to really understand the yearning, especially spicy romance books.
No, I understand yearning, I think. He doesn't even like care about his daughter.
That's nothing to do with the spice.
Like, he's like, if I like can't like kiss this woman, like come in this woman right now, I'll die.
Well,
but,
yes.
What about your daughter? Numerous instances, he's like, I saw her like lock of hair curl. I saw her bikini string. I lost my mind and came in my pants like 10 times. Like, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's like the author's trying to take us there.
Like, you're at your like daughter's dance rehearsal, or you're at your best friend's wedding about to give the speech. Like, like it sounds like you need professional help. Like, love your woman, be attracted to your woman. Like, that's like you're a human adult. Like, control your hormones.
Okay, stop. Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there because I like seeing a man down bad, even if it's unrealistic, even if in the real world they would actually need like actual psychological help. Yeah, I need to see him down bad. If he doesn't want her that bad, then I don't want it. I just, you know what I mean?
I mean, I can get that.
What about how bad she wanted him? Did you feel the same way?
I think that she also has a sexual addiction.
Okay, great.
But like,
they're just.
I think to a lesser degree.
I didn't know I was married to such a prude.
Oh, brother.
I didn't realize that.
Okay, listen. I can't be a prude if I'm reading Akasa for the best of them. Okay. If I'm
I
reading Ice Planet Barbarian,
talk about sex addiction. Nesta and Cassian.
that's real.
How did you feel about their third act breakup?
So dumb. I'm sorry. Like, I love a good third act breakup, and like, I get it. His world's been shattered. He got a back injury, wasn't able to play hockey for like maybe 2 days while he recovered.
That's not true.
It was really dramatic, but he thought it was going to be forever. His life is upended. His identity is fundamentally changed, right?
Yeah, and she comes to him and is like, Sir Savage, like, let me be with you. And he's like, fuck you. And also, you're fucking weak for not, like, living your life to the fullest after you were kidnapped.
No, he was, like, very weirdly intense. Like, I get deflecting, like, you're feeling really angry, blah, blah, blah. You need to, like, say some, like, mean shit that you don't really mean.
Well, in the scene, if you remember, he, like, tried to just brush her off. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. And she, like, wouldn't leave. And then that's when he was like...
No, but he said some mean shit already after she did that.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And then he said, actually, I'm going to bring out your deepest insecurity. You're worthless. I hate you.
Okay, so what I did like is that he did that. He sent her away, and she stayed away for like 6 weeks. Like, she was not going to get back together with him.
Yeah, it was
which
time.
Yeah, like, I really appreciate that. Like, obviously she was sad missing him. They're in love, like, whatever. But she was like, no, like, we're not getting back together.
Yeah, I also like that she was doing her own shit. Like, she continued to grow outside of him.
Yeah, like, exactly. That was good. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
And he had to grovel. What would you rate it?
I'd give it a 4-1 out of 5.
I think after when I finished reading it, I gave it a 4 stars. Now I'd probably give it a 3.75 stars.
3.75.
But either way, I think it was good.
It was good.
It was our palate cleanser after this disaster of a presidential election.